Hey you guys, I'm gonna film this really fun video that my sister did, and it's called Never Have I Ever, and you pretty much just read off. I have all these questions on my phone. I might skip through some of them because yeah, there's a ton, so I'm just gonna bounce all over the place and read them and then answer them. So my daughter's at school right now, my son's asleep, so I'm trying not to be like too loud. I might have to just like raise the volume on this video, but my hair is super frizzy, don't mind that, and I only have mascara on, so I kind of look like crap. Alright, anyway, so let me fix my hair. I already know it's gonna drive me nuts being in my face. Okay, so no, I'm gonna start just from the questions. If I'm looking down, it's because I'm reading them. So alright, so first question: never have I ever kissed someone of the opposite sex. Duh, I have. I'm married. So never have I ever been drunk. Yes, I have. I'm 28, so I've been drunk a couple times. Never have I ever smoked. I have smoked once. I've never smoked cigarettes before. I actually smoked weed whenever I was, let's see, it was before I met my husband, so I had to have been 15. And I hate rethinking about this story because it was like such, when I look back on it, it was such a fucked up time in my life. And like, it just makes me sad because I hate that I was like mentally in that kind of state, like when I think back on it. And now that I have kids, that's the first thing I think of, is that I hope that, I just like freaking pray that my kids never have a mental state like that. I guess I should kind of explain more because it doesn't really make sense, but pretty much where I was going to high school at, this had to have been, I think this happened either like the end of my freshman year or the beginning of my sophomore year, because, well, I started dating my husband at the end of my sophomore year, and like 16, 17, 18, God, now I feel like that's wrong. No, it had to have been the end of my sophomore year. Yeah. And okay, anyway, so about the end of my freshman year, beginning of my sophomore year, before I met my husband. But I don't know, I was just in like a really dark place. Like, I just felt like, well, I hated the school I was going to. I loved it in the beginning, but then I hated it. And there were guys at that school that made my life a living hell, for no reason. I mean, now that I look back on it, it's probably because they weren't getting freaking laid or getting what they wanted, like, out of me. So they were, and I just, like, I was so stupid. Like, if somebody gave me attention, like, they gave me attention, like, I just still stayed friends with them. And it was really stupid. And I'm like, I just was not like confident whenever I was a teenager, and I look back now and I wish that was confidence that I had. And it is my priority to make sure that my kids are confident with themselves and that they never let people talk to them like how I did in high school. So anyway, I was just at a really low point in my life. I was just like, I don't know, in the town that I was in, it was just like a bunch of people that were like cowboy hicks, like had nothing better to do with their life than a lot of people smoke pot. Anyway, that is why I tried it. I only took 2 puffs of it and I pretty much died the rest of my night, the rest of the night, because, and I want my sister Emily to comment on this because she was with me, and I wonder if she remembers this, but my throat hurt the whole rest of the night that I was sucking on peppermints because my throat hurt so bad. So yes, I smoked it because I puffed on it twice, but no, I did not get high. That was it. I just had a freaking sore throat the rest of the night, and I regret ever doing it because I'm like, I take pride in the fact that I've never smoked a cigarette before. That's like something that I love to be able to say. I don't have a need to smoke. I've never smoked a cigarette before. So I wish I could say, oh, I've never done any other type of drug before, because I can't because I smoked pot that one time. So okay, sorry, my husband called, so now I'm back. All right, next question. Never have I ever skipped school. Yes, I have. I didn't actually start skipping school until I was in like I think actually my senior year, because my husband had a car and I would just dip out. And let me tell you, my parents didn't have like a working cell phone for like, honestly, I almost think my entire time I was in high school. So the number that the school had on file for my parents to call and say that you're absent, my parents never knew. I could have been absent every single day and they never would know. So yeah, my husband used to just come pick me up from school. And then yeah, okay, so never have I ever made a prank call. Yeah, who hasn't? Never have, like, that just reminds me of this one sleepover I had at a friend's house that I'm not friends with anymore, but well, I'm still friends with one of the girls that was there, but not the other one. But we were prank calling all these like dating sites, and like creepy guys were answering, and it was so funny. Okay, never have I ever thrown up from being too drunk. Yeah, I have. Like the worst hangover I've ever had was whenever I was like 17, and my mom would be so pissed if she knew that. But we, like, my sisters and I got drunk at my other sister's house, and we were dumping water bottles on each other. Like, we were freaking trashed. And that's whenever, like, I didn't even know my limit of alcohol. Now I definitely know my limit, but we were so trashed. Let me tell you, that's the worst hangover I've ever had the next day, and I hope to God I never have a hangover like that again. I couldn't even walk. I was so nauseous. I remember I was crawling on the floor the next day just so that things would stop spinning, and that's how, so I wasn't nauseous. That's how freaking, I was like eating saltine crackers and water and puking. I was so freaking hungover. I feel like I'm surprised I didn't get like alcohol poisoning or something because of how I was so damn hungover. I felt like I was gonna die. Never have I ever like forged my parents' signature. Definitely have. Never have I ever kissed a poster of a celebrity. That's a stupid question. Why did I even read that? I don't know. Never have I ever gotten a ticket. Yes, I have. I don't even want to admit how many tickets I've gotten because I don't even know, because it's been that many. Colorado cops can be dumb, and I feel like by the time I was like 22, I feel like I probably got pulled over for everything that you can name. Not wearing a seatbelt, speeding, not fully stopping at a stop sign. What else? Not having my license plate on the front, mounted on the front of my car. Like, seriously, you name it, I probably got pulled over for it. Never have I ever failed a course in school. I don't think I've ever failed a class. The one time I thought I was gonna fail was chemistry in high school, and before I was even able to fail it, I just got out of it and I got into a different class because I was like, I was not smart enough for chemistry. Never have I ever gotten into a physical fight with someone. Actually, I never have. Surprisingly, if I would have stayed at the first high school that I started at, I probably would have been in a handful of freaking fights. There were girls that were wanting to fight my sisters and I all the time, and I was always like the tomboy of the family, or like the tougher one, and so there's no way I would ever even if I wasn't involved, there's no way I'd ever let a chick touch one of my sisters. They would be putting their hands on me before they even put their hands on my sisters. So, but anyway, I'm surprised I never did get in a fight. Never have I ever cheated on someone. Nope, I haven't, and I'm proud of that. Never have I ever been caught doing something wrong by my parents. Oh my god, you guys, seriously, like, I feel like I was the one sister that got caught and in trouble for freaking everything. If I wasn't like standing in the corner, I was writing sentences, or I was grounded, like, I always got caught doing everything. And I wouldn't even say they were necessarily like really bad stuff. It's not like, oh, I was caught sneaking out, because I actually never got caught sneaking out, and I did sneak out. But like, I got caught, and it's funny because when my sister did this video, whenever she read this, the first thing that I thought of, which I'm surprised she didn't think of, but the first thing I ever thought of was my dad used to line all of our bicycles up in our garage, right? Like, he would literally, like, simultaneously, is that the word? Like, line them up to where the handlebars all were, like, in this row. Well, that's not good whenever you're trying to get your bike out and your bike is, like, the freaking middle bike. And I try to get my bike out, and it's like a freaking domino effect. Boom, 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 boom. All the other freaking bikes fall over, and I got 7 sisters, so that's like a whole freaking bike rack at the store right there. Like, all those freaking bikes, right? It's like a domino effect. Everything freaking fell over and hit my parents' car and scratched it. And my stepdad was not the person to mess with. He would beat your freaking butt. And so I was scared to death. Like, I was scared to death of my dad for years. And so I didn't say anything. I just picked up the bikes, and later on in the day, of course, he noticed the scratch, because he would, and he asked who scratched my car, and everyone was saying they didn't do it. I said I didn't do it. And he was like, I think he was like, okay, well, if no one's gonna admit to it, then everyone's gonna get, like, he would spank us with a belt. Everyone's gonna get spanked with a belt and then get grounded. And then my twin sister, for whatever reason, I still to this day don't even know why, she was always the really good kid that never got in trouble. And I don't know why she fessed up to doing it, because she didn't do it. But she said that she did it. And I still, like, literally, you guys, this was probably like when we were like 7 or 8 or something. I still feel freaking terrible for that, like, because she got her butt whipped with a belt. And then after seeing that is when I finally was like, okay, she didn't do it, I did it. Like, I shouldn't have even let it go that far, but I was terrified of my dad. So my punishment, of course, was a lot worse. I remember I got spanked with a belt, and then how I clearly remember this is because I don't know if it was for my birthday or for Christmas, but my mom had bought all of us jewelry boxes. They were like little birdhouses, and they had all, like, the whole little birdhouse had like little drawers where you can put all your jewelry in. And it was like so special. All of us had our own, and it was like something that I loved. And he took it off my dresser and smashed it onto the floor, and it broke. All my jewelry went everywhere. It fell down the vent that was in the bedroom, and that was enough. Like, for me, that was enough punishment that he had to do something like that. But anyway, so I got kind of carried away with that. And then of course I was grounded for like ever. But so yeah, have I ever been caught doing something wrong with my parents? Guys, I feel like I get caught all the time. So the next question, never have I ever sent a sext. Yes, I have. Would I do that now? I mean, now that I'm married, I don't know. Like, like, my husband lives with me, so this lighting is so weird. Let me see if I can. Oh boy, now it's just dark. Oh god, now it's too bright. Okay, so yeah, the only person that I've ever sent a sext to is my husband. Like, so of course whenever we were dating when we were younger, we did that. But I'm glad that I don't have pictures out there anywhere that someone has that, like, I'm not dating anymore, that, like, could blackmail me, because I would hate that. Never have I ever kissed someone of the same sex. No. Like, of course, whenever you mean kiss, like, do you mean like make out? Because of course I've kissed my sisters or kissed my mom, stuff like that. So never have I ever left my house without underwear. I can say I'm not one of those girls. I know there are girls, especially ones that, like, go to the gym, that wear those freaking tight workout pants and shit, that you're just like, there's no way you're wearing underwear right now. And I know a lot of them don't wear underwear. I'm not one of those girls. I wear underwear. No thank you. Okay, next one. Never have I ever had sex with someone 10 years older than me. No. My husband is only 2 years older than me. And yeah. So the next question doesn't even apply. Never have I ever had sex with someone 5 years younger than me. Nope. Let's see. Never have I ever slept with someone from my workplace. My husband and I met working at Sonic. I was 16, he was 18. So yeah, we did. I guess I can say yeah, because we did meet at work. Never have I ever said the wrong name during sex. No. Well, for one, I don't say names anyway. But that would be awful. Never have I ever broken the law. What kind of question is this? Because like I break the law every day. If you go 2 miles over the speed limit, you're breaking the law. If you what else? I don't freaking know. But seriously, I probably break the law like that in that sense every day. You don't wear your seatbelt, you're breaking the law. Never have I ever had sex in a public place. Let me just drink some water real quick. Okay. If you say no to this question, are you even really living life? That's all I'll say. Never have I ever received nudes. Like I said, me and my husband used to do that kind of stuff back in the day, okay? Never have I ever fascinated about someone in this room. Nobody's in the room with me, so. Never have I ever flirted with a person to win a bet. Okay, me, no, because that's fucked up. But let me tell you a nice little story about my husband. And this is something we laugh about now, but we used to work with this kid who was like, he was just your super nerdy kid. And he was pretty annoying, I'm not gonna even lie. But I was like, if I don't know people, I'm like really shy and quiet until I get to know you, and then I don't shut up. I just don't stop talking. But if I don't know you, I'm like really shy. So when I first started working at Sonic, I was super shy because I didn't know any of the people there. And my husband, we weren't dating then, but he always kept telling this kid, this really nerdy kid, as like a joke, to ask me to prom. And I was so sick of it because every work shift it was like that kid was asking me, or first I think he started asking me like, can I have your number, or would you go on a date or something like that, because Johnny, was my husband, was telling him to. And then it got to the point where he was asking me to prom, and I was like, I'm telling you, I was like shy, quiet, right? I was so fed up because I'm like, I'm tired of looking like the bad guy. Like, I don't want to go to prom with this guy. I didn't ever go to prom anyway, but I was tired of him asking me all the time because my husband, who I wasn't dating yet, kept telling this guy too, and it was like a joke. It was a joke to him. And so one day I was like, you know how outside Sonic has the picnic tables and the areas where you push the button and you order? So I was standing out there because I was waiting for my mom to come pick me up from work, and the kid comes out and he said like, Johnny told me to ask you, but will you go to prom with me? And I was like, you know, I'm not trying to be rude, but like, I'm fucking tired of this. I remember I cussed and I was like, you can go tell Johnny to fuck himself, because I'm tired of this. Like, I'm not going to prom, I'm not dating, I'm not giving out my phone number. Like, I'm not trying to be rude, like, but please stop asking me. And Johnny was listening to me. He had the headset on inside, so he was listening to me on the little board thing. And yeah, he wasn't too happy because I told him that. But isn't that funny how that's how things like started? he was such a little butthead, and then I was like, oh, but he's really cute. And he was like, your typical little bad boy. And then I was like, he's so freaking cute. And then, long story short, Johnny ended up asking me for my number, and I always just kept saying no. And then he stole it out of like the manager's book. And yeah, what do you know, 11.5 years later, we're married and we got 2 kids. So okay, what's the next question? Never have I ever had a one-night stand unprotected. No. I've only ever been with my husband. So never have I ever gotten in trouble with the police. No, I was a pretty good kid, besides getting tickets. Never have I ever had more than 10 sexual partners. Hell no. I've had 1, and that's all I plan on having. So never have I ever pretended to love someone. I'm gonna say no, because even people that I dated, like when I first started high school, like dated, I never knew what love was until I started until I was with my husband for a little while. Like, I always thought that was love, but I think that's typical for like young kids. Never have I ever used sex toys. Dang, this is like really, this is really personal. I didn't remember, my sister did not read some of these questions. Yeah, so never have I ever used sex toys. I'll just put it like this. If you never have and you're in a long-term relationship, spice things up a little. Go into the little sex store or whatever it's called, Crystals or whatever the hell her name is. It can be awkward, I'm not gonna lie. Especially anytime me and my husband have gone in there together, it's like super awkward. But if I go in there with like a sister or a friend, it's not so awkward. But going in with like your spouse, I feel like is really awkward. But yeah, just go into that store, spice things up, look up some stuff. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay. Never have I ever stolen something and gotten away with it. Guys, I used to steal like a lot whenever I was younger because I had no money to buy makeup. When I'm saying younger, I mean like when I was a freshman in high school. Yeah, I had no money because it's not like we earned money from our parents for doing chores. We just had to do chores. And so yeah, I used to steal makeup, mascara, foundation, all that crap from the store. And didn't get caught. Well, one time, like the last time that we ever did it, because my sister would do it with me, my mom caught us. And she made us go walk back into the store and put everything back on the shelves, so. Alright, that's all the freaking questions, you guys. Yep, that's all the questions. So, hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up. But for real, if you want me to do something like this again, I can look up like different questions. That'd be fun. It'd even be fun to do with my husband, so. Alright, talk to you guys later. Bye!